Wabaddewo Akatambi Icc kebadde enoonya nga General Museveni Yewako Obujulizi kennyini kamaze ne kafunika era kamaze okutuuka mu mikono gya Icc nga General Museveni Yewako Obujulizi nga batulimbula bannayuganda nga bwatuma amagye ne poliisi ne bakuba bannayuganda amasasi ne babatta. Akatambi kano kabadde kakwekibwa nga kazibu okufuna naye kamaze ne kafunibwa era ensi ewuniikiridde nga General Museveni yeewaana nga bwe bwalina bakomando batwalayo mu ddwaniro Somalia n'ebitundu ebirala Congo n'abayigiriza okusona abantu okubatta nga tebasona bayeekera nga tebasona abatujju wabula nga basona bannansi bannayuganda era gwe mulimo ogubatendekwa nti mugenda kunsonera bannayuganda abo bonna abaagala okunjija mu ntebe. Obujulizi buno abewaddeko ye kennyini nga buva mu kamwake kati nno gujja bagidde bino President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine bye yamugamba nti omuntu okadde ojja kuvaako era ojja kutuuka weeyogerere gwe kennyini weeweeko obujulizi ate ensi ewuniikirire kati naawewaddeko ogenda kuwulira ekinaava mu mpale zebiraka katumuulire nga Yewako Obujulizi omanye ebigenda okuddirira nga ICC emaze okuŋŋaanya bino.
But the background to all this is that because of the indiscipline and criminality of some of the opposition groups, which resulted in the serious riots and violence of the other month, I deployed highly trained units from our army who had been doing much of the fighting in areas like Somalia, fighting ADF, into the Kampala area. This is because of the weakness and corruption of some of the police elements which had allowed Kampala to have no-go areas. These units started operating in Kampala around the 20th of November, and they were able to deal with some hardcore criminals in all these areas. For instance, on the 20th of November, in Makerere Kivuru, also known as Kagugube, there was a hardcore criminal called Semanda Joshua, who attacked these security forces with hammer, and they shot him dead. They killed him. Apparently, that was a very notorious criminal in that area. Then on the 24th of November, the same units operated along Nachivovo Channel, which had also become a no-go area for the police and the authorities. And there was a hardcore criminal there who tried to attack them, called Serunjuj Alex. He was killed, and then a number of hardcore criminals were arrested. I have the list here. And when they are arrested, many of them cooperate with the security forces. Like, for instance, Mwanya Robert, Agara, Sentongo Muhammad, Kitone Alan, Tukwasibwe Aaron, Katongore, Richard, Kasuri Emmanuel, and so on. These are all available, and I would direct the security forces to show them to you, to the public. Now they are helping the security forces. Then others were released. These included Mabanja, Ainomwe Sugwa, Keyune, Demirire, Kabega, San Hilare, Twinamatsko, Kabanda, Waswa, Kamya Kabenge, and so on. And then those taken to court included Muchibi, Kayaka Sara, Damurira, Josephine Nwamanya, Naiga, Nantumbe Carol, Semakura Suman, etc. So this operation against people who were misled by really two actors. Number one, the police. The police being corrupt, being weak, not responding to the cries of the people. So this led the criminals to think that they are untouchable, that they have to, even after some of the young people who come to whom I talked to, like I had groups at Raiktura recently, from these ghetto groups, they seem to be saying that for them to work for peace, it is a favor to the government. When they come to me, they want money so that they stop doing crime. Then I was telling them that you people, you are not, you are obliged to keep the law. It's not a favor for you to keep the law. It is a duty. But because of the weakness of the police, some of these people had lost balance, and they think that working for peace is something the government should pay for. If you don't pay us, we shall cause chaos. And like the young people I was meeting in Raiktura, they were telling me how they had plans to ban, their leaders, their criminal leaders, had given them plans to ban Kampala, to cause chaos. And I told them, I said, you can't do this. You cannot ban Kampala. If you ban Kampala, if you try, forget, you will not succeed, but if you try, you will perish. So it is that background that caused these units, which have nothing to do with the civilian matters, to come into Kampala. Now, on account of that background, information was received that this unfortunate young person, Zebra, was training boxers who then would be used by some people to attack civilians. Now, later on, when I checked, of course, I didn't know anything about this until the person died. That's when I started inquiry. Now, when I inquired, I found that actually Zebra was doing quite a good job in the Kawempe area. First of all, he was an NRM supporter. That's what I came to find out. And that's why he was planning to come and see me in the next few days together with others. But besides, he had been doing a good job in training the youth in the ghetto to live useful lives. I, however, got some information about how some of the youth trained by him were involved in the controversy, apparently, which is going on around a taxi park in that area between different groups. That was the only indication that people trained by him or under his control were involved in some local controversies. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. We normally get information, some of which is accurate, some of which is not accurate. The correct thing is to find out. And that's what these security people had gone to do, to take in Zebra and ask him some questions. They are operating quietly in these areas to be effective. Now, when they, unfortunately, I think that's where the unfortunate thing happened. When they got to the house at around 12, at 3 minutes past midnight, they knocked and they wanted people inside to open for them, but the people did not open. According to the wife, Mukankuchi, the one I talked to yesterday, actually Zebra was in the sitting room, but instead of opening, he went behind the house. When the wife came, she's the one who opened for, she heard the soldiers trying to break into the house because they broke the glass, I think. Then she heard that she was somewhere, she was dealing with her chicken. Now, when she came, according to what she told me, she's the one who opened for them, for the soldiers. They entered, but Zebra had gone. And apparently, he climbed over the fence and went somewhere, some distance away. Meanwhile, the wife and the son cooperated with the security forces and there was no problem. Now, these security forces were in a number of groups. Some were here in the house, but others were around, like a military operation, because they are used to that type of operation. So now he goes and bumps into the other people who are far away, and that's where there is some controversy which I want to conclude. The soldiers involved say when they stopped him, he refused to stop and tried to fight with them. But we shall get the details of that. And that's how he was shot twice and he died. But we shall get more details. Initially, I didn't know these were security. Yesterday when I was talking to the wife, I thought actually it was the criminals who would have killed him. But the wife told me actually it was the criminals who would have killed him. But the wife told me that they had a police uniform And I said, but sometimes the criminals, especially those who are sponsored by some of the external forces, can steal police uniform and pretend to be police when they are not. And that's why I really, for almost 12 hours, I was checking until later on, the security forces knew that I was involved, and then they informed me, and that's how I came to know that it was our own people who were involved. I'm very sorry about this. I've already talked to the wife and the son, and I'm going to investigate the whole situation, and I will inform the family and maybe the country later. However, this is all due to the reckless actions of the opposition groups, because wherever I go, they talk of intimidation. People are crying that they are being intimidated by the opposition elements. The other day I was in Mawokota, and the Honorable Nakawuchi was crying about intimidation by the group belonging to NUP, that they were threatening people that if they don't vote for them, they will kill them. Well, I told Nakawuchi that that would not happen, and I would like to get details of those who are doing that, and we shall deal with them. The other day I was in Rakai, it was the same story. I therefore would like to advise the opposition, especially those who are fond of this, but
NUP was intimidating people. If you don't vote us, we'll kill you. And General 7 never intimidated, just killed Zebra Mando, Zebra Senyange, killed everyone, and he's still killing. For him, he never intimidates, but he kills. He does the action for the opposition. Oh, okay. ANC ejja kwongera okumanya General 7 omutuufu yani buli lucha ne bwanewozaako emirundi 10 ne bwaneetonda emirundi 10 kale alasooka atubuulire abeyanoonyereza ku kuttibwa kwa Zebra biruddawa family agibigamba okay ate public kwa tugamba nja kubuulira family ne public I'll inform you later. Public yatugamba dda lwaki yatta Zebra kale bino bwe bujulizi obw'enkukunala bwe yeewaako ye nga ye obulaga nti ali muti mutemu tawa kitiibwa ddembe lya buntu. Simanyi omuntu gwe mwagala okubaako bye mubuuza mulova mwadde mwogera naye nga mulina diiru ze muli mu kupanga, ate simanyi lwaki omusindikira abasirikale ewaka. Muyite buyisi nti Zebra jangu wano tuddemu twogere kino tekyatudde national ne mwogera ku bitaateredde naye ate okuvaayo obuvi notta dilument kitegeeza waliwo obuzibu awo, waliwo ekikyamu ekigenda mu maaso. So tube bagumu, tube bakkiriza, tube n'okukkiriza nti General 7 bino ebikolwa byakola ku bannayuganda one day ajja kuba answerable ku byo. Ate ekikulu ekirungi obujulizi abwewaako ng'akyali mu ntebe. So tujja kukwata bukwasi butambi buno atuwe answer ku byayogera. Ayinza okulowooza nti yamalayo ensi ye buli kimu kike naye sisuubira era simanyi nti bannayuganda babuyabuya kutuuka awo oba n'ensi yonna. Ekintu kijja kumukwatirayo one day, ajja kwejjusa, ajja kwebuuza lwaki yali akola ebintu nga bino. Ffe amaaso tugatee ku lutimbe twongere kwetegereza gye binaggwera. Jehova ne gye bwenkana history bwe tusomye, ebyafaayo bye tusomye byonna bizze byeddiringana. Badikiteeta bonna obuyinza buvaamu mu mbeera y'emu. Kati General Museveni ayinza kuba wanjawulo kwabo badikiteeta abazi bava mu bukulembeze mw'eyo embeera y'okutwalibwa emisinde. awadde ye yalumba Congo nakuba Seseseko namuba namujja mu ntebe n'alakola tundeka nyuma nakuba olubero yali azimbe n'aliwa ku ttaka ne bawamba Congo. Tekitegeeza nti ye mugezi nnyo nti kye baakola ku Seseseko Mobutu nti era kiri mukolebwako yakikola ku Mobutu Seseseko kati naye tali wala waakyo era kinaatera okumutuuka ku wande kijja kumutuukako omuntu aliva gy'aliva yonna n'asalawo okujjawo gavumenti ya Museveni either n'emmundu oba naffe abaagala okumuggyako mu mirembe nga tuyita mu mateeka watali kuyiwa musaayi. Bannayuganda one day basobola okusituka ne bagamba nti ekimala kimala ne twekyanga ne tumenka ne twekalakaasa General Museveni n'afuuka lufumo nga abadde w'amaanyi nnyo ng'alaba tewatasobola kumuggyako era nga bwe n'abakomando unit be ne bakomando bonna bajja kutakola tondeka nyuma ebyambalo babyambulemu emmundu bazisuulaawo. Bannayuganda beddiza obuyinza bw'ensi yaabwe era bafune omuntu omutuufu alina okulembera eggwanga Uganda nga mwami Museveni asuddeyo. Naye buno obujulizi buno obugenda okumuluma era bwe mmanyi bw'ali bwawakudduka mu Uganda bujja kumuddusa kuba ati ebikolobero byakoze obutasibwa naye byonna kujja kuba koota mu gaalumonde obuyinza bujja kuba bugenzi. Kale mbaagala nnyo mwenna gye muli omukanga tunasaba bankuumire tujja kuba tuddamu twogere ebigambo bataayi mwera.